with
So
Kane and Tariq.
yeah,
I watched nigga Mark Dark. He said Tommy Egan's coming back. I can see Tommy Egan linking up with Kane for a plug
dude,
and then move fucking way.
I've been waiting for Tommy to come back since the first episode. Ever since he left in the original Power, I was like, I've been waiting for that dude to come back. He just makes Power that much more thick because he comes with drama and he causes his own drama. Because he's like he's sort of just like Kane, you know what I mean? So
So let me ask
I
you this. Let me
Yeah.
ask
I'm
you this,
excited for
dude.
him to come back.
Sab,
Yes, sir.
after last episode, how were you? Where were you on the whole Effie versus everybody else
Lord,
tour? Yeah, Effie versus
I
Lord.
think I think who gave him the advice about working with Effie? I think that nigga had the realest perspective
The
on it.
mom,
Cause
his
it was
mom.
his yeah, Tasha. Cause was it an enemy will prove harder that they're trying to be your ally more than a friend would be, because the enemy already knows that you don't trust them. So that was a smart move. Did you see how after he said, "Yeah, I don't really want to get back in this, but I got to," he gave her a little bit of trust, but it wasn't trust like that. It was like, if I put a game like this, she'll fuck with me and we can make this money. And it makes it seem
Yeah,
like I just stepped
he
back for this
he
little
he
bit.
baited her in with emotional insecurity of saying, "I really liked you, and I don't like anybody." And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
hurt
yeah.
me,
Yeah, I
when
don't
I
know if it's
trusted you.
I don't know if it's a game or his feelings right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he was when he showed his hand as far as what he's what she did to him, that opened her up. So because I don't believe honestly, like I in our group chat, these guys always hate on Effie, and I think she's actually the realest chick for him because of that world, you know. I was like, dude, you realize this nigga killed his dad? Like he's a scumbag. So like
Yeah, yeah,
the fact that this chick like was trying to get him out of a situation that she was running her, like if you think about it from her perspective, he comes in on her territory, so she did what she needed to do to get him.
yeah.
She
So I
seduced
need
him
to
and then
go
and then
back.
she got him kicked out. But
I need
but
to go.
yeah, what?
Sorry, I was about to say I need to go back. I need to watch those episodes again and kind of get a better perspective of what they were kind of. Because I didn't realize the same actor with Braden was in like
Yeah,
season 5 or something.
they were all at choke. They were all at
Yeah,
choke.
yeah. Oh, that's where it was.
That yeah. So basically, Tariq comes in. He gets transferred there, and he's trying to make his money with his in the game. But she's already there, and she's already hustling.
Uh,
So she's a real,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like out of all the girls, she's the only real ass female. Like Diana,
yeah.
she belongs to a real ass female, but she's not necessarily the real ass female. She's not on the block
And
hustling.
she don't.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
don't really want to be in the game either. Yeah.
No, her like Diana and Lauren are basically the same girl. Like, but they're both very privileged from rich families that take care of them.
Yeah.
They don't do nothing. Effie is the only one that's out there hustling, bro. This last episode, when she was out there fucking slanging that shit,
Yeah.
that made me even like her more, bro, because she's really about that shit.
Yeah.
So you can't ask no grimy hustling ass bitch to not do a situation like that. It's like, yo, this I don't know if this nigga was really for me, but I had to get him out of my way, you know. And she even told him straight up to his face when he
It was all
confronted her in the
business.
beginning of the season. She's like, dude, you didn't give a fuck about that money. Like I needed that to buy my fucking books and shit. Like you know what I mean? Like they were in two different
Yeah,
situations.
she was hustling her way through school. He was just
Right.
hustling
For
while
extra
in school.
fucking lunch money so he didn't have to ask his dad.
Yeah. Is that when that's the shit with the shit his supply with the shit that got Tommy mad at him and cut stop like trusting him and shit.
Which part? Say that one more time.
I said this whole situation when Tariq needed to like re up or something, then he like steal something from the warehouse and then Tommy caught him and then
Yes.
that's what made Tommy
Yes.
not fuck with
Yes.
him anymore.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So I mean, if you really think about it
When he
from that
scared him 'cause
perspective,
he was like, "This is the game, Tyreek," because he thought he was gonna throw him over the fucking building.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly, because he killed. I'm pretty sure somebody lost their life over that before because
Yeah,
they
somebody got fucked
Yeah,
up.
it was in Two Bits Crew.
yeah, and they were asking because they were like asking like somebody is short, you know, like somebody's fucking around and disrespect.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
Oh yeah, because I think they were talking about it, and Tommy had to put somebody in line, had to pop somebody to be like,
Yep.
"Yo, this ain't no bullshit." Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, it's always real interesting, man, to see how everything unfolds like that. I just think that she gets a bad rap just because of that whole school thing. But really, if you think about it from her perspective, it was actually a smart move by her. She didn't go to the cops. She went to the fucking, you know, school so she can, you know, make sure she's good to go. And she didn't have some bullshit excuse when she did it. She told him straight up when they next talked about it. It was like, nigga, I had to. Like you, like this was my life. I respect a chick like that. She does what she needs to do. And then on top of that, like I also like the part when she was like, "We're the same," because they really are, man. They're both not good people. You know, they're grimy as fuck.
New York niggas.
So
New York niggas is
why
what they
not
do.
combine forces and be grimy together? You know what I mean?
Oh, this stuff. That's like that meme we shared, huh? Where they were jumping Iron Man.
Yep, exactly. It's like, dog, if you really think about it, these are two grimy fucking Brooklyn niggas, dog. Jumping Iron Man. They never said they were running the ones. Not once did Captain America ever say he was running the ones, dog. He never go back and look at the movie. He didn't say, "Hey, let's run the ones." It just happened, and Bucky's just like he's itching. He itching, dog. You know, hey, and you know it's that instant thing where
back and forth and shit. That's fucked up. This nigga's like, my daddy gave you that shield, and they just fucking him up with it.
it's like when you're looking at your boy and they're fighting, it's like, well, shit, dog. If you take a few more hits, I'm gonna jump in. Fuck it.
I see you losing.
Right? Don't worry, I got this.
I'll separate first. You know.
But yeah, man, there was some crazy shit.
Try to separate and then they get sleep and then it's
right.
Then it's
Thought I was helping you out, cuz.
But yeah, man. So that's been good. Now I know you also fuck with the Mandalorian. I know you do.
Oh,
I know you do.
Oh,
dude, it was
shit.
badass.
I was watching that
It was
shit,
badass.
And I was just like, no, they did it. No, they. I was just thinking like a hypothetical situation. Jordan Lucas is at his house watching this. Is like, baby, how much did they pay me again? 6 billion. I fucking they can do whatever. God damn.
Hey,
Yeah,
dude. And then
Skywalker showed up. I was like, man, of course they brought out motherfucking Luke. I was hoping it was Mace Windu though. I was really hoping my boy survived that fall. Since you got that green lightsaber, you knew what's up if you were an old school Star Wars fan.
hey, bro. Hey, straight up. I don't know. I haven't confirmed this because I was just too excited when I heard it. But I heard that they're trying to bring him back in another way.
yeah, I think he had put out a tweet. Let me look
it.
for
Who?
Mace.
Jackson?
Yeah.
it. Oh, I thought we were talking about Mark Hamill.
No, Mark Hamill had tweeted some shit about thank you for keeping it secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was amazing for a year.
Oh, and today's Samuel Jackson's birthday. Of course, he was in Star Wars 2, so that's what's up.
Yeah,
he just
man.
gave him a shout out yesterday.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that would make everything to me if that nigga comes out and does this thing.
Man. He'll have one arm and shit or one hand,
or maybe he's just a part of the force. You know what I'm saying? Like, just out there fucking being a real ass nigga, ghosting these niggas like Obi-Wan. He has to be. He was one of the best fighters ever as a Jedi.
Way too built on the principle of the Jedi to ever look into those different sides of the Force to be a ghost Force. I watched a lot of Star Wars shit. He was so fundamentally about the Republic in a strict way a Jedi should act. He would be a Force ghost. He's one with the Force though. He's there, but he ain't no Force ghost.
Nah, I think he'd be the perfect candidate if like just off of what you just said, dog, like he would come and be a straight up like enforcer of the way it's supposed to be. Is if he got a Jedi that's fucking up, he'll pop up. That's strong in the Force. He'll pop up. Like, no, that's not how you got to do it. That's not how you do it.
Give him an ass whooping because apparently
exactly
can interact with physical things now.
Exactly.
This nigga caught his lightsaber in the last movie. Like, what? He's gonna throw this away?
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dude.
If these niggas could be around and help, they grinding for letting all that shit happen. Not even helping them motherfuckers.
Yo, the way they had Luke taking out those fucking dark droids was so fucking gangster, dog.
That was dope, though.
That shit was so fucking gangster.
It reminded me of like a Jedi version of remember Rogue One when Darth Vader showed up and was fucking up all those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
with the Force shit.
Yeah, I believe that's what they were trying to pay homage to.
Yeah. I heard something about that. Yeah.
Cause I mean, the way he took him out like that,
he was fucking him up, dude. He was, and then boom, the Force pushing him.
Yeah.
Bro, when R2 showed up too, I was like, ah.
Yes, dog. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah. R2 was like the cherry on top.
Yeah,
for sure,
man.
dog, for sure. It was great. It was great.
So now Grogu's gonna be fucking a beast, boy. He's gonna be a beast, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
hey, how far do you think they're gonna
go with it?
No, like jump ahead.
I don't know if they're gonna do it.
As far as for Grogu, like, are they gonna jump him ahead like 5 years?
Well, it depends on.
Are they gonna get straight to the point?
Hey, hold up. The way Disney do it, he might get his own Disney Plus show. Nigga.
He's gonna be. He's the biggest star. He's the biggest star of that whole show. They're not stupid enough to get rid of him for that long.
But
I promise
for the Mandalorian, I mean, when they come back next season in a whole year, is it gonna be Grogu in the following year? Or
well, honestly, bro, they have
I know we don't have. I mean, I know they haven't said anything about it, but I mean, what do y'all?
All right, dude, I've been thinking a lot about this, Doc. Okay, I think that they're setting up the Mandalorian to become the king of the Mandalorians on that planet, and he just got the Darksaber, and he has to lose it in combat.
Right.
He's not losing to nobody, bro.
He's a Mandalorian.
He's a true Mandalorian.
Facts.
So he's not losing to those bitches. That's for damn sure.
Facts.
He's not losing to Boba Fett. Don't want no smoke. He's happy with his own shit.
Yeah.
And
the kid's still not in his possession, so
exactly.
he's in debt to him. So.
Yeah, and then on top of that, bro, like he has always been searching for his people. He would make the perfect king, and he's not greedy and super ambitious looking for it. So I believe that's what's gonna happen, and they're gonna go down that path of him building up Mandalore.
Yeah.
I think so too, because the nigga ain't got a ship either, so he's kind of there for the ride.
Well, real niggas can catch a ride, dog. You know what I'm saying? he gonna be chilling with those girls. She gonna realize that he's the one. If she hasn't already. Yeah, I don't like. I mean, either that or she gonna become an enemy, and he gonna have to put them paws on her.
Hey, you saw old girl checking our old boy as soon as he took out that helmet. She was over there like, oh, so this is how this nigga look.
Yeah.
The Carla, whatever her name is.
Hey, I think they're gonna bang, dude. I think they're gonna bang.
She can get it.
Gina, yo. Hey, bro.
We already had this conversation.
Yeah, we are all.
That's why I'm just over here like, yeah, talk.
Preach.
You look delicious,
dude. I just so like thick, like perfect thick, like you know what I mean. Just, and then the way she held that giant gun, like
yeah, she's the boss.
Women with guns, that's a turn on to me, dog.
I
like,
think
that's just
out of the women scenes that we've seen so far in the past year and a half, I think this one's still badass.
Woo, yeah, dog.
I think this one's badass.
This one was a fucking amazing one.
Because you didn't feel it coming like altogether. Because in the comics, yeah, we know.
Right.
But this is a whole original series, so
yeah.
But it was badass for.
Well, and a lot of things in the books and all that became uncanon once Disney bought it. So all that's up to them to make whatever they want to make now.
Right.
Right,
They
but I'm
have
saying
to,
like
return
this
to
is
the Jedi.
this is the first of the Mandalore. I mean the second season, of course, but so I mean what they're putting out right now is kind of like the blueprint.
They did it well because they got the first season of the Mandalorian, and then they hit the last season of the Clone War, which ended with like Mandalore and like the battle of all that to like show how that led into the third movie, and then it came back with the second season of Mandalorian. So if you watch the series, you're already excited about Bo-Katan, and you're wondering what happened, and then she shows up, you're like, oh fuck, it just connected the Mandalorian to the like Clone Wars.
Yeah,
and all
man.
this other shit.
Well, they said that they're gonna try. Their goal is to do what like the CW does. You know how they have multiple shows and then they bring them in together with like one a year where they have to work together, kind of thing. They're trying to do something like that, but with Star Wars and that cinematic universe right there. So they're gonna get the
shows is where it's at because all this shit we don't know when we going back to the movie.
100%, bro. TV shows is the way to go. It's always been really the best way because people get to tune in every week and you build that anticipation.
Development of the characters.
Yeah, it's not a one and exactly because it's hard to fall. I mean, you can fall in love with characters in that movie atmosphere, but you build a deeper relationship with these characters when you see them every week. Like Grogu.
That's why people loved Walter White. Because they saw his fucking whole progression as a kid.
Yes. Yes. Now, speaking of Walter White character, have you watched the Your Honor with Bryan Cranston?
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
Oh
man,
I'm hearing
it is.
It's super.
It is, man.
It's super heavy, bro. Not just because it's like Bryan Cranston and the type of shit that he does, but it's what happens, like what the kid does, who he does it to. I mean, his reaction and
like it's a hit and run with like a gangster mafia family or something.
Yeah.
So it's really they got the resources and the time to try to fuck up whoever this was.
Yeah, and they're close to finding out. I mean, they're right there.
Yeah.
They're just waiting on what was it? Some samples, right?
It's a limited series, so this is just
I think
done, right?
I think we got one more episode.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
episodes
it may keep going though, but
we're at 5.
It's 3. We watched 3.
No.
It's 4 total. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because we watched 2 and then we were waiting on the third one and it came out just yesterday.
No.
I'm telling you, it's 4.
Called Your Honor.
I believe it's 4 episodes, and there's 3 out right now.
I'm gonna look it up.
He's gonna verify it, but it's a handful of episodes for sure. So, but I'm pretty sure I saw 4.
Oh, there's 9 episodes.
9 total.
Is this the right one?
Yeah, see, we're on part 5.
Yeah, it's ends the end of January. The last episode aired January 31st, 20.
So what was the last episode? Was it 3 or 4?
4.
4?
Last episode was 3. It
3.
was 20th.
The 20th. Yeah, yesterday or other day or whatever. Okay, so the next episode is the 4th.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, the next one is the 4th one will be on the 27th.
Okay, that's a big bet. So what days does that show come out on? Sundays. At 9.
So there's 3 episodes. I'll check it out after this.
Yeah, they're quick. They're quick. We binged it real quick, man. So it's a good one.
How long are the episodes? 30 minutes? 45? It's like Power?
Something like that, yeah.
It's like Power. 45 to an hour.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. That's a bet.
Yeah, but I don't even want to tell you about it. I'll just let you.
I mean, as far as what you know and what you just said earlier, that's the base of it. But it's heavy because the way they portray it and the way they act and everything. It's really good. I like the work.
You think this nigga's about to get another fucking
he could, man.
Emmy for this?
He could, man. This dude,
he's a judge. He's a judge. So he told his son in an episode, just real quick, he told him they were going back and forth talking about telling the truth. the son, and Bryan Cranston being the judge, he said, what I say, what is the truth, since I'm the judge, and they froze and they stopped after that because the son was like, okay, well, you're saying doesn't matter, it's your perspective, your opinion, and your say, because he's a judge, and there was nothing he could say after that, and like they connected to a point to where it was like father and son, and he has the last word, and the judge has the last say. So,
yeah.
The way they do that, it's fucking great, man, and the way they act in it, it's pretty badass. It's a fucking good show. It's one of my favorites right now.
They're probably using visual storytelling along with the storytelling element, the way it's probably filmed and actors are.
You gotta watch it, man. You gotta see it, man. From the beginning, and it's like there's so many unknowns too.
Oh, the visual storytelling is amazing in this thing, dude. Yeah. The opening sequence tells you everything. Like the very opening sequence, I'd say the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes, you are thrust into this world. And I'll leave it at that because you haven't watched it, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody else who hasn't watched it neither. But I will say that when you get caught on that, we'll talk about that. All right? Now, obviously, last but not least, we got to talk about something that has. How long have we been doing fantasy, dog? Hold on, I gotta really
7, 8 years. I don't know.
7 or 8 years, Joe. We've been having our fantasy league, right? This guy, he started off as a Rastafarian, not knowing anything about fantasy.
My afro when we started this shit.
He had an afro. He was Afro Man when he started this, so now he's fucking Beanie Man.
I'm one of Bob Marley's many grandchildren.
Yeah, you went from Afro Man to Beanie Man, dog. But I tell you this much. He learned.
I got 3 drinks. It was hilarious.
He learned how to do fantasy. And I like to take a lot of credit for it, but I'll give him all the props in the world. I will give him all the props in the world. He has become an actual respectable fantasy guy. It used to be I would look at his week and be like, oh, easy dub. Let's go. But now it's like, okay, this guy has a respectable team, and he put it together. Check the waiver wire because you wouldn't make it as far as you did without being on that waiver wire like a pro. So I got to give him respect, man. And now we find ourselves in the finals. Now I expect to always be in the finals every year, and I'm pretty consistent. I was in the finals last year.
I'm always in the final. What are you talking about?
When are you in the final? You won one time, dog. Out of all these, we play 3 leagues. We play 3 leagues every year. Keep that in mind.
I've won at least one of them.
You won one time. You won one time, right? One time in ESPN. In ESPN, you won.
That's the one I'm gonna win again.
We'll see. We'll see. We shall see, sir. We shall see.
ESPN is the one that started it all.
The Blunt Bowl is what started it all. When we agreed to play for a fucking blunt. Winner or loser, you're still a winner because you're gonna be stoned. You know, that's the ultimate goal in this thing. And I think if more people,
everybody wins at that point.
Exactly. If more people had the philosophy of the Blunt Bowl, I think that we would all be a better place in this universe, dog. You know. And yeah, exactly, man. But it's gonna be a good one, dude. I'm excited. We both got good teams. We both beat the living daylights out of the people that we played to get into the finals.
I didn't even realize I won like that until I got the alert. I was like, oh shit. I beat him by like 50, 60 points. Let's go.
Bro, I didn't look at either one of my fantasy championship runs until yesterday. I was like, man, I'm so nervous. I don't know if what's gonna happen.
You played Ty or John?
Well, I'm in the championship in Yahoo and ESPN. So which
Fuck Yahoo, dog. That's probably the worst season I've ever had. in Yahoo. Holy shit. I'm like 11th. I don't,
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck happened to Yahoo. My sister doing way better than me. I'm like, fuck, I got you into this league.
bro. My Yahoo. I think I've won 3 times in Yahoo. If I win this one right here, it'll be 4. And 2
How
more
the
times
fuck are you
back to
11
back.
and 3? This motherfucker, man. Oh, cause you have fucking what's his name? The Cardinals quarterback. That nigga keeps fucking eating.
Henry and Aaron Jones as my running backs.
Jesus.
Oh my god. You have oh, that's true too. You have Henry. Shit, who has Henry at ESPN? I hope do you. You better not.
No, dude. I have Dalvin Cook though. He's a monster. I got Dalvin Cook and Mahomes. So that's who you're gonna be playing. Yeah, I was looking at your squad. It's gonna be. It says we're gonna tie. It says we're gonna tie.
Really, I'm about to look at it. Oh, Doc, come on. What is this? It's saying I should have it updated yet. I'm gonna have to look for the actual.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit we're supposed to tie. I was like, wow, dude. Like,
Okay, here we go. Preview. Yeah, 50% chance. I have there's a 0.1 on my line. Because of who? You have like a little
Defense.
slight of it. You know what? I'm about to research this shit. I might have to switch somebody out.
I think he about to be in his head.
Nah, fuck you. I do need a better tight end. I picked up that nigga last minute.
He about to be in his
He
head.
is on Baltimore.
You know what happens when you get in your head. What they say in Domino's, study long, study long.
No, fuck that. You have Mahomes. Oh my god, and he played Atlanta.
Yes, dude. At home too. Atlanta sucks on the road, bro.
I know Atlanta's the whole season, that whole division. Hey, you want to say R.I.P. to the Patriots? Fucking playoff fucking run.
Wow, dude.
What's that?
May it rest in shit.
Well, I knew, if I'm being honest, bro, I knew it wasn't going to go down for them this year. Once I saw how strong the Bills were looking, once I saw how good the defense of the Dolphins was, it didn't even matter what quarterback they've had, and they've still been winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had Fitz early, then they got Tua, and they've still been doing their thing, and they have a chance to be in the playoffs. And then, so you're looking at all these other teams, you're like, I don't know, man, like, it's not going to be looking good for them. There's only 7 teams that can get in.
Well, like any system, it works when you have the right players. So the defense was still good.
You think they're gonna keep him?
Who? Cam?
You think they're gonna keep Cam in New England? You think
they're definitely gonna draft somebody, and they're gonna let Cam, run the table, and then if they see somebody who's NFL ready, I think they're gonna take that pick, and then move up. They might go and fucking take that number 1 pick from the Jags or the Jets, depending on if somebody wins again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. Bill Belichick is no slouch.
I feel like his line is built for the Patriots line is built for a lot of pass game, and he's trying to play a lot of like play action. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they're trying to play to Cam Newton's strengths. He did a lot of play action in Auburn, so. And then it's kind of like wildcat formation for any defense that you're kind of looking at him. He's just a better thrower as a running back. So, but I don't know, man. I think Trevor Lawrence can go to anywhere between 1, 2, and it could possibly be either the Patriots, the Jags, or the Jets getting Trevor Lawrence. I don't think anybody.
And that's the number 1 pick from college right now.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. And there's another offensive lineman. I think
that's he plays for.
Clemson.
Oh, he's for Clemson.
Yeah, I think every year that he's been in college football,
Hmm.
he's been in the national championship, or
Oh shit.
or in the playoffs for the NCAA football.
Hmm.
So the kid's badass, man. I mean, I think he's Heisman worthy, but there's a
Hmm.
lot of fucking badass football players who didn't really get to showcase much because of
Yeah,
Corona.
with all the crazy.
So I mean,
Ain't that the?
what'd you say?
I said, is it the craziest shit that you're like the number one in college and you're probably gonna go to the shittiest team in the NFL? And
Hey,
they got that big and they need a quarterback.
just like Corona, man, anything can happen because, like
Yeah.
I said, Bill Belichick will go out and go get his quarterback. He'll take some players and some picks for that number one. Somebody will,
Yeah.
especially from that defense, man. Nobody's safe. You're gonna want somebody
Y'all
for
remember?
Gilmore.
Y'all remember the Patriot D was just beast. Like,
They've
if you had
been.
him,
They
you
still
needed to play
been.
him that week.
Shit.
Man,
Yeah, they were scary last year.
Oh, last
They
year,
were
yeah.
terrifying. With Tom, see, it's because
Yeah.
Tom Brady, bro. What Tom Brady brings to the table is they're never too far away. So he's good enough to score when he needs to, and so that defense knows they're not going to be on the field any longer than they need to be, so that they can make the best play. So they play that cover zero, so they don't have help. They got real legit corners out there and safeties and linebackers. So they're making all the right moves and they're locking these guys down before so that once they apply that pressure to the quarterback, it don't matter how like that you don't have nobody in the backfield to to
Mhm.
to do anything, They're gonna make it happen and then you don't have no way to get out of it. And they're gonna pressure the quarterback or sack the quarterback or force him to throw a stupid pick. So they were really, really strong back last year. But when they lost Tom Brady, now they don't have an identity on the offense. So with Cam, he doesn't have he's a system guy where you need to have a scrambler spread type offense where he can
Mhm.
pass it to wide receivers or run in the alleys of
Oh
where
yeah,
they
kind
go.
of like have the area to cut into it.
Yeah, that's
So
not
yeah.
that's not New England's game plan. They play like the multiple backs and that are going to be doing the dink and dunk kind of shit with the slots and the
Uh-huh.
running backs. Like that's not Cam's game. He don't need those little guys to be right there because he's trying to run there. So it
Yeah.
wasn't the best like marriage between quarterback with his skill sets and what New England likes to do. So that was a big part of it too. Plus, I mean, they
But
don't really have good
everybody said it
players.
was Belichick though. Everybody said it was gonna be Belichick and Cam was gonna come up with some crazy game plan. And I think it's like you said, the line was already used to how they were doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but see the other thing about the New England Patriots is they don't have like that one badass wide receiver or tight end that you can go to. So when you don't have that main guy that you can go to, especially for a dude like Cam, like he likes that one guy. Anytime he's ever had a dog at receiver, they got theirs. And he knew how to look for him and everything like that. So New England was just like it wasn't a good experience. Experiment. I'm glad he got picked up. I don't think he should have not been picked up. Like I feel like anybody. There's a lot of teams that should have picked up Cam Newton. But they
Imagine he
understand what
went
it
to
is.
fucking the Jaguars. That would have been wild.
I'd watch that. They got Shark Jr. I mean, they got some
That's what I'm
good
saying. That
athletic
would
wide
have been wild.
receivers. And Robinson, the running back. See, that's
Yeah.
another thing.
Yeah.
With a guy like Cam Newton, you got to give him a great running back too, because they can be such a deadly force together, and then he can do the option. And I feel like Cam would be perfect for the option. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's gonna be good. Have you checked out any games up and coming? Do you know about like
What
what's
games am I
supposed to be
fucking
happening?
with? That I'm. Hey, you heard about Cyberpunk? They gave motherfuckers money back on that shit.
For real?
Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077.
Damn.
If you got it
Yeah.
on the PlayStation Store, they gave you a refund.
Wow.
That's shitty, bro.
That's
Because I
funny
guess
as
they
hell,
built it
man.
for like the PS5 and the Xbox One, and these old consoles couldn't handle that shit. looking like a PS2 game and shit. And
That's funny as
like they
hell.
made a whole subreddit of like how bad the game glitches.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
Dude, that's
posting
just
pictures
funny.
of
Hey,
stuff.
I woke up to an email about that whole fucking fuck up. That's just funny.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
Like, what if you like the game? You just get your money back and you're like, oh, well, I got this free game now. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, yeah. That's badass, man. It's not often you see people get their money back for a shit game. And then, you know, the people at Cyberpunk fucking own up to it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's
Like-
that's cool, man. You don't, I mean, like I said, you don't hear that nowadays.
Bro, is anybody still on the hunt for these PS5, Xbox Ones?
I want
Well,
one, but I'm
yeah.
not gonna get it right now. I'm not gonna get it right now. That shit's
I want
crazy.
to get it. Flip that bitch.
Look,
if
when
I
I-
have one right now, it would be. You know, this is the time if you have people listening. If you have a PS5 or Xbox, put that bitch on eBay or some shit where niggas have to bid right now because it's the last minute. It's like a couple days before Christmas. You getting your money back.
Oh, you get way more than your money back, dog.
Oh yeah.
You're doubling your profit at least, dude. You can sell that thing right now for $1,000, and you're gonna get people who are gonna buy it because it's Christmas time.
Yeah, you can still
100%.
ship next day here.
Yeah,
Shit.
100%, dude. 100%.
Guarantee you want to make your mess money, have to buy that. Have them try to buy that bitch Christmas Eve, because then you're freaking the fuck out whether you're gonna get it or not. You're like, fuck it, like.
I'll buy. All right, I'll pay any price.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you might get 3 for it because motherfuckers like, God damn, I've been spending all Christmas trying to find this motherfucker. I only got a couple hours. Like,
Yeah,
you're like,
man.
man, I just want to go play the Spider-Man game.
Yeah, hey,
You buy my PS5, I'll give you I'll give you 3,000. How much? 3,000. Let's go to ATM, sir. Come on, I don't give a fuck about Spider-Man that much. I have it on my PS4, nigga. I'll sell you this motherfucker.
Yeah.
how
straight
much?
up,
Shit, I'm looking for a PS4. No.
Oh, no.
He's like, oh no, I play that bitch.
Yeah, like, hey, no, you can't have my PlayStation. Not to update.
Yeah, you gotta upgrade.
Probably for a while, cause these are upgrade. Yeah.
Now, I was in a GameStop recently. I was looking for a PlayStation 4, and she said the whole city was sold out, Corpus. So I was like, well, shit. Now I gotta look on PlayStation. I mean, on fucking the marketplace on Facebook. So, but no one's really selling them. They're only wanting PS5s. So it's like,
Hell yeah.
shit sucks.
But yeah, man, it looks like we're about to be signing off, big dog. I'm glad that you were able to join us for this. We talk a little bit of shit, and we'll hit you up next time on to find out what happens with Power. What are your predictions?
yeah,
last minute Power predictions
Last minute prediction.
for the next episode.
I say the next episode is gonna start with Zeke clapping fucking Professor K.
As it should.
Tyreek, God, fuck it up, little nigga.
Tyreek?
Tyreek ain't gonna get none because Lauren's mad at him, and Diana. Well, he might finally be able to get Diana because she's just been asking for it all season.
Yeah. She
And I
throwing
think
it.
Kane's gonna be out in the streets acting wild. He's gonna be getting his money from GDD, and then at the end, we're gonna see Tommy Egan do some cool walking. Like we're gonna see like his jacket, and it's gonna like the camera's gonna pan up, and then it's gonna cut, and this is gonna be like the preview for the next episode for episode 10. We're gonna see Tommy Egan for like a second. We're gonna hear his voice say something Tommy like, and it's gonna cut. We'll be like, oh, what the fuck? But yeah, Tommy's back. That's exactly what's gonna happen, I feel.
All right.
I love it.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Yes. I fucks with it. You know what? What I think, everything that he just said.
I love it. I love it, man.
I'm on fucking board, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be it.
That would be a great way to end it. I want to see that happen. Like,
I want to see your version, dog.
What do you feel like? I feel like they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait until the very last episode to bring him out.
For S.A.B.'s version?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's gonna be the cliffhanger for the season. Huh?
Like in the series, that would be like the series finale or the season finale.
Hey, if you see anything on Reddit, send it to me.
Right.
All right.
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. All right. Well, yeah. You know what? I think that next episode you're gonna see Kane really be grimy out here in these streets. Like that's gonna be something that you're gonna see right like, and it's just building. I feel like it's building to a confrontation between him and his family again. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way it seems like they're pushing it. Like they're pushing Kane to be like this, the villain of the situation, and you know what happens when the guys are in the way of people. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, man. You know, like will Monet kill Kane? Do you think she would kill Kane?
She said what she said.
I don't think she would kill him. She said she wouldn't get in the way if Kane went after Tyreek and Tyreek had
No. I understand that. I'm saying if Kane was out here doing the street stuff.
Nah. She would cut him off, but she wouldn't kill him. I don't think unless he want to get to business and went to war, like straight war, killing like one of his siblings.
That's the only reason it'll come to her killing him. So in that sequence,
enough to do it. She seems like she would be able. She would do it if it had to be done.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I definitely give you that. But I don't. I think they have love. The siblings have a strong bond between each other. I feel like Kane has a strong bond between each other. I don't necessarily believe that he's gonna get killed. I just feel like something's gonna happen to unite them again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a confrontation, but something's gonna happen to unite them again.
Yeah. Speaking of killing, we didn't talk about this. What about 2-Bit, nigga?
Yo, 2-Bit is the realest nigga, dog. He's the realest nigga, dog.
You see the look he had on his face? Like, fuck, I gotta save this little nigga. Yeah. He got my money. That's exactly what that look said when he walked into that shit.
Bro, Tyreek ain't got no hands, bro. I'm gonna need this nigga to go join an MMA boxing gym or something, dog, because he got folded up real quick.
Right? One hit, the nigga was down. He was before 2-Bit got in there. That dude didn't know how to stab somebody. Yeah. Didn't have no hands.
Yeah. Yeah, that's stab 101. Now that's poke 101. You don't even.
You get the on the ground. It's go time,
bro. You don't even gotta get him on the ground. You just come from behind him. Kane said hello. Right behind him. Just right in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But wasn't that the most goofy looking nigga with them shoes and everything? That nigga didn't blend in.
Yo, they picked the young up and coming kid, and they were just like, this his first lick. He ain't, and they're just trying to hype him up. He's like, so why we gotta kill him again? That's how you know he ain't a real killer. I don't gotta know hey, this the mark. All right, I'll be right back. This thing. So why we gotta do what?
What do you mean we have to do it like low key because it's a college campus? You're like, there you go. There you go.
What up?
Yeah. So I was like, 2-Bit. Wait, first off, Tyreek, like, he wasn't even ready for the fucking shit. Like, he didn't wipe down shit after they fucking did it. Like, evidence in the motherfucker. He already in the system.
Man, he was shook, nigga. He just got killed. He just almost got killed, dude. He was super shook.
Yeah, dude, that's why I was like, good thing 2-Bit did show up, because had he had to fuck up that dude, he would have left all the damn evidence, would have wiped down shit. He probably would just went out and called Tasha like, somebody's trying to kill me. Like,
well, and they got that one dude from The Boys. He's gonna be playing a investigator. He's gonna be investigating the black dude, Mother's Milk. He's gonna be investigating the murder. Yes.
On what? Is that in the preview?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a preview for that.
Yeah, man, you better pay attention, dog. You better pay attention. Go watch the preview then. Huh? Yes, dog. You got to, man. It's starting to get good, man. It's starting to get good. Well, shit, dog. We're about to keep it moving to our next segment. But yeah, man, appreciate my boy.
It's good to link up with y'all.
You already know, man.
We don't end this shit.
All right, Playboy. We signed it off, big dog. We'll I'll hit you up. All right. What? Oh, hey.
Yeah. What?
Do you got any last minute picks for any games coming up?
What do you mean picks?
For any games, any teams?
Oh,
last minute predictions.
Shout out! No, just shout out for the Chargers to come for that comeback.
Oh yeah, hey, bro. The fucking Chargers did it, dog. We picked against the Chargers, but I see. To be fair though, that was not knowing that David Carr was going to get hurt. Once David Carr got hurt, that prediction was through the window.
Oh, the Thursday night game.
Yeah, but that was a hell of a win by that rookie, man. He's playing his ass off, and without Keelan Allen too, boy. All right, man. Well, you know who they play this week? They play the Broncos at home. Oh, they're gonna win that game. I got them winning that game against the Broncos. They're both 5-9. So yeah, I think they're gonna win too, dog. But all right, big dog, we're gonna hit you up, man.
Check me out on SoundCloud. You already know the link. They'll put it in that motherfucker.
All right, bet that. The thing is stupid, man. Yeah.
Always brings me back to my college days.
Man, me and my ex, we used to Skype when she was in Afghanistan. Oh yeah. Man, so there we go, man. We got a lot, man, set up with my boy Sab, man. He's a fool. I knew he loved power too.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't love power, man? That's
getting so thick right now. Getting deep, man. It's getting deep. Now, the real question. Let's recap these this last week, man. Week 15 is in the books.
Yep.
We have had some pretty good matchups, and we were able to see a lot of new things going on, man. A lot of new things going on. So, some of those teams, they really presented their own issues, and some teams got exposed, and some teams did the exposing. So I mean that was pretty cool, man. We finished. You finished with three picks to my 2 picks. Everything else we tied in. Okay. And let me see. There you go. The picks that you had. Do you remember them?
The Bengals.
You had the Bengals. Mm-hmm. You had the Browns. You had.
You had the Browns losing.
Yeah, I picked the Giants to upset them at home, but I didn't know that the quarterback wasn't playing. That would have changed my pick, but it is what it is. We had already, booked it. I went in the Colts and the Texans game.
Oh yeah.
So those were the games. And then I won the Vikings and the Seahawks.
Okay.
So you're up one. That's not a big deal. I can overcome that easily. So let's go over some of the games, man. That Thursday night game with the Chargers and the Raiders. Mm-hmm. It wasn't what the battle that it was supposed to be. Derek, about to call him his brother. Derek Carr got hurt almost, at the beginning of the game. So that really put that whole team in a bind. Although Waller went off. Mariota did his thing, man. I was proud of him.
The ball. He was doing his thing.
I was proud of him. Yeah. And he knows how to throw that tight end, so that makes me very happy about this up and coming fantasy playoff game.
Like
that's for sure.
It was super unexpected early in the game, and Mariota came through and did his best.
Right.
Made some mistakes, I'm sure. But overall, that was a really good game. We saw that game too.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. And then what was? And now in Kansas City, and the Saints, we actually got to see Drew Brees come back, which was, the best case scenario for that team, man. If they wouldn't have had him, they would have been in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, even with him though, and he looked like maybe 75, 80%, but still, him going out there and trying to lead the team is a double-edged sword since he's not 100%.
Right.
I mean, that in the long run, and some of the drives he made mistakes, bad reads. Some of the throws weren't there, and that his ribs play a factor. So, I mean, it is what it is. He went out there and did what he could, but the Kansas City defense is very suspect.
Well, we knew that the Chiefs were gonna get this game, man. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but being suspect 2 years in a row, you're gonna get caught in what you're doing. There's only so many ways you can disguise the defense. But when it gets down to the nitty gritty, if somebody's gonna run on that defense and keep Patrick Mahomes off, it's gonna be the Titans. And I think them somewhat improving this year, and Tannehill kind of, he's slinging the ball when he needs to, and he can do that against Kansas City. I think if the Titans match up with Kansas City in the playoffs, which is possible, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. It's probable.
I mean,
I think the Titans.
I don't think it's first round though. I think it's second round or the.
Well,
AFC
right now the Titans are leading the division. If they're tied with the Colts, but they have a tiebreaker over the Colts, so they're the leaders of the division. They're both 10-4. But if one of them loses, then obviously the other one takes the position of the leader of the South. So that's going to be important to watch the whole rest of the year.
Right.
Now the thing about the thing about that game though, it was you just knew that he wasn't all there, and you got to be all there to beat the Chiefs. Now the Bills and Broncos game was a complete blowout. You know what I mean? Like that was pretty rough.
That's what you should do against a team like that, though.
Yeah, exactly. The Packers, I think that they're climbing up my ranking. I think that they have such a balanced offense that could be the team that ultimately plays the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I don't, and I believe they have the offensive power to give their Kansas City's defense a run, because we've seen that Kansas City can be in a shootout.
Yep.
The Las Vegas Raiders beat them in a hell of a game, and they were in a shootout in the last game they played. So if you have a balanced team and you can keep Mahomes off the field with Aaron Jones, and then you have a poised quarterback that can go pass for pass and Hail Mary for Hail Mary, like Aaron Rodgers, I think it sets up to possibly be the two best teams, overall teams,
yeah.
And I think if Green Bay can get home field advantage, you're not going to beat Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Well, there might not be no fans.
That's okay. But Aaron Rodgers he's a monster at home, dog.
Yeah.
Absolute monster at home. It'll be so hard to go up north in Lambeau and do any kind of like surprise upset. I mean, it's football, so I mean, anything's possible, but I just can't see it, man. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens with these guys. But yeah, they went through the Panthers. The Colts, man, dude, my Texans, they had a heartbreaker, dude.
Oh yeah.
What, man, dude, it's just rough. It's rough, dude. Watching those games, you see so much potential, but I have hope. They interviewed some Caldwell, right. So I mean that would be a great pickup. I think him being able to work with Deshaun would be amazing. Shoot, man, the Titans, they put it on the Lions, bro. They had me super nervous in one of my fantasy games because I was playing somebody who started Tannehill, Davis, and Brown all on the same team. I had Henry, and they all ate. Obviously, right. Henry had a buttload and Tannehill had a buttload. But, man, Davis went crazy too.
Yep.
So I was worried. I was like, oh, man, dude. They scored a lot of points for him. And they just kept scoring, man. Henry right now is playing at top level right now. I can't wait to see him in the playoffs. I think that team is going to do some damage in the playoffs, man. I don't think they're going to beat the Chiefs, but I do think they're going to beat some teams before they get to see the Chiefs. Honestly, if they can get into the playoffs and don't have no hiccups. The Bears and the Vikings was a good game too, man. They were scoring on each other.
Yeah,
they were going for it. They ended that 33-27. The Seahawks and Washington was a strong game too, more defensive oriented, but the Seahawks got that win. The Dolphins and the Patriots, man, just kind of put to bed any type of playoff goals that the Patriots had for this year. So that was really cool. Seeing the Ravens do their thing on Jaguars, we already knew that was gonna go down.
Right.
The Falcons, bro.
That was just a stat game for the Ravens.
Yeah, big time. The Falcons, they got something going on in that building, man. Just bad juju's, because all they do is get caught up on.
Tom Brady, man.
But
it also could be the building.
Dallas did it to him too. Dak and Dallas.
Need to call Curry, burn some sage for us.
Yeah, dude. The feng shui feng shui of the Falcons is off, dog.
Send some kicks too.
Yeah, for sure.
Morale boost.
I mean, you can't give up comeback victories at your house. That's just unacceptable.
Yeah.
The Cowboys went through the 49ers. They both scored a lot, but shoot, man, them Cowboys was cooking.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
That was nice. CD.
Pollard was cooking.
Oh yeah, Pollard had a great
game. Was cooking. Dude, the Cardinals and Eagles. The Cardinals did their thing, but hell, the Eagles and Hurts, man, they're going to be in some trouble with this kid. This kid looks like the future, dog.
They need to put Wentz back in. I don't need the Eagles flying right now.
Dog, Wentz is gone.
It's the winter.
Wentz
Birds
is gone,
don't fly
bro.
right now.
This is the worst case scenario that could have happened. Through 2 games, this guy has 5 touchdowns and 500 yards, 0 interceptions.
Who do you got next?
Who they got next? Let's see. Who do the Eagles have next? The Cowboys. Ooh. The Cowboys about to get that full first-hand perspective of Hurts.
Yeah,
Ouch. Well, that'll be interesting, man.
Fuck that. What do you mean? The Cowboys going to win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, we had some upsets this week, bro. Let's talk about it. The Rams lost to the Jets. We didn't even talk
about the Rams and the Jets
week.
That
is on us. We just really thought that there was no way that the Jets were going to be able to do anything versus the Rams. And they beat them at home, bro.
Not just that. I thought they were tanking. So
right, I thought that they were gonna tank too.
I thought it was just gonna be an automatic kill. I just assumed that. So.
The fucking Jets, bro, they can't even get losing wrong. Exactly. Right, y'all realize that if y'all won that game, you gave the Jaguars the first round pick overall. So if y'all would have kept losing,
the Jaguars don't have no pieces right now.
No, nah, man, it was rough, dude. It was freaking rough. And then the Steelers, they got upset by the Bengals.
Called it.
You did call that one, man. You did call that one. I gotta give you all the shout out on that one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad the Eagles lost. I mean the Steelers lost.
Yes.
The Eagles the Steelers lost.
It goes back to what I've been saying, dog. I've been saying this for all this year. They are not who they think we are. We are not. How did they say it? I'm fucking blasted. They are who we thought they are. They are who we thought they are. They are who we thought they are. All right.
Shit.
So like that's how I felt about the Steelers. We knew these motherfuckers weren't that good. They just had a good schedule, just like the Browns, who just beat up on the Giants without their starting quarterback. So it's not even worth conversating about. But the Steelers weren't really that team, dude. You know what I'm saying? And to lose to a Bengals team that don't even have their rookie quarterback anymore is just sad, bro. You just know they're gonna get taken out by the Titans or somebody.
I would have chosen the Bengals again if Burrow was there too. I would have chosen them.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and we both respect Steelers defense. You know, we pick them all the time in fantasy and their players and whatnot. But I called it just off of fucking, fuck it.
But if we got to be fair though, we have to be fair. They were not. They did not play Connor. They played Snell.
Right.
Connor and Snell are two different guys. When Connor
was
on the
a
field,
hamstring, so he could have not played regardless.
Right. But I believe that they're really holding him. For the playoffs.
That's what I heard that shit in the commentator too.
I don't think this is the full-on best version of them, Yeah. But I do, and I think that ultimately they're just going to be one of those teams where it's just like you can't beat the Chiefs. So,
well, I mean, they beat the motherfuckers up though. I mean,
yeah, but I'm saying like when you don't have that dominant run game,
I guarantee you, Juju's not dancing. I guarantee.
Well, that's another thing too. Juju should have been focused on doing routes.
Should have been holding the ball.
She should have been focused on doing routes outside instead of dancing on the fucking symbol. He should have been doing routes on the symbol. But it is what it is, man. You can't
hold on to the ball.
Hey, you better tell him, man. You better tell him. So that is the end of that week. Now we have the week 16 predictions, my friend. All right. So
Cowboys we're about to over the Eagles, just so you know.
Okay, well, let's start from the top. Vikings versus the Saints. What do you got?
Damn it. That's a Friday game?
Friday.
I'm fucking with it. At 3:30? Saints played what? 12 o'clock game?
I think so.
Vikings played a 3 o'clock game. Okay.
Come on, who you got?
I don't know.
That's a hard game.
That's gonna be a really good game.
The Vikings gotta win it.
There's a lot of animosity there.
Yeah.
Not the quarterback, but the team itself. So.
But the Vikings play them so good. Yeah, it's like they figured them out already.
Yeah.
Matchups. It's all about
matchups. They stop each other's run game.
Yeah. So who you got?
I don't know. You might not want to start Dalvin Cook though.
I'm starting Dalvin Cook. Must start, dog.
Tripping. I wouldn't.
In a dome versus the Saints, he about to eat. You crazy? Yeah, okay. I'm picking the Vikings to win.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Okay.
Straight up, dog.
I want the Vikings to win too because.
You think the Saints defense can hold Jefferson, Thielen, Dalvin Cook?
No, I mean crazy. It's trash. It's trash. But I'm saying the run defense. I'm talking about the front line, them linebackers. That's their core.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, we use those players in franchise, so.
All right. We'll see, man. But I don't think they're gonna have no answer for those guys, man. For real. What Patrick Mahomes did to them last week, I feel like, and I don't even like mess with Cousins, but he just has too stacked of a team. Their running game with Dalvin Cook sets up the whole offense, and there's nothing that the Saints can do about it. I don't think. Like they stopped Tom Brady because it was Tom Brady throwing the ball. They didn't run the ball. These guys run the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they have schemes that make it very difficult for defenses to completely shut them down. And he can catch out the backfield. Like and then we're talking about a special year right here. This kid Jefferson has been a matchup problem for everybody.
I think he was selected an All-Star.
Yeah.
Already.
And I mean the combo with him and Thielen
It's great for Cousins.
You can't stop them. They haven't been stopped this whole game, this whole year. The only times that they have bad numbers is when Dalvin Cook just completely dominates a game, and he's like Henry, dog. You can't stop him from making those big plays. He's gonna make them. Right. He's literally the him and Henry are like the top scorers in fantasy football. I think Dalvin Cook is the top number one scorer.
Right.
So like you know he's gonna kill. So I got them. I got the Vikings, man.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings as well. I'm going Vikings.
Now we got the Buccaneers and the Lions. That's laughable. I feel like the Buccaneers about to go in there and put up some big points.
Shit. Where's it? It's at Lions?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I don't know, man.
You think that the Lions are going to beat the Bucs?
I think so. Is Galladay coming back? Or is
I don't
he
think
still
so.
on IR? I think it's been 3 weeks already.
Yeah, but I have him in one of my leagues, and they have him. They haven't said he's.
If Galladay isn't back, Bucs. But if Galladay is back, Lions.
All right. 49ers versus the Cardinals.
I'm going to go Cardinals.
I'm rolling with Cardinals all day, dog. D-Hop and Murray. I'm rooting for these guys to make it to the playoffs too, because I think they could fuck some shit up. Yeah. And I think they could beat anybody in the league on any given Sunday. Dolphins versus Raiders. I'm going Dolphins. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on with Carr, but
yeah, I don't like the situation right now. I really fuck with Darren Waller, but Josh Jacobs is a beast too, though, man. And I mean, he can take over a game.
Yeah, but the Dolphins' defense has taken over turnovers every game. So if they have a Mariota, you don't think Mariota's gonna be forcing that in turnovers?
One, maybe it might be early too.
We'll see, but I got the Dolphins.
Yeah.
You got the Dolphins too, or Raiders?
What's the Raiders' record?
6-8.
Oh shit.
They just lost to the Chargers last week at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins.
All right.
They're not in the right progress.
The Giants take on the Ravens at the Ravens.
I need Ravens to win. So.
Yeah. Ravens got to keep winning all the way out, just like the Dolphins and the Cardinals, and the Bucs, and the Vikings. Really, all these teams have to win. They can't lose.
Saints already clinched and whatnot.
Yeah, and they may be resting guys, so who knows? Falcons versus Chiefs. But the Chiefs about to put it on these Falcons, dog. We might get some career days from some of these teams, man. They're going up north. They're a dome team, first off. Going up north in the cold, and they're going to be playing one of the fastest, most explosive teams in the league after giving up a heartbreaker to another great offense last week in the Bucs.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. The Panthers versus Washington. That's gonna be a good game, bro.
That is gonna be a good game.
Damn. Panthers versus Washington.
I'm going Panthers because I need Washington to lose.
Ah, man, dude.
I picked Washington last week.
Gosh, man, the Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater is doing some things over there, man. He really is.
And if Alex Smith comes back, and they're gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a hell of a game.
All right, so who you got? You got Panthers?
I got Panthers.
Fuck, I got Panthers too, man. I just don't trust the quarterbacks for Washington. Browns versus the Jets. Man, I would love to pick the Jets, but it's just.
You don't think they're going to continue?
I don't see 2 wins in a row happening.
Why not?
Well, for one, I feel like people tapped them on the shoulder and said, don't win no more. Fucking now you're going to really be fucking far out of the draft. There's some other 2 teams, right? What's another 2-win team? Or they're close. They're still in the running to get the number 1 overall pick. I think somebody tapped them on the shoulder and made them realize that. So I got Browns. What about you?
I'll go with Jets.
You going with the Jets? All right.
I think Jets play to spoil.
Okay. Yeah, well, that'd be cool. I would love for them to beat the Browns. That would actually just solidify everything that I've been saying, too. So we got the Browns and we got the Jaguars.
Bears and Jaguars.
Bears and the Jaguars. What do you got?
I'm gonna go Bears.
Bears, yeah, definitely Bears. Although the Jaguars, they have the offense so that any given Sunday they could, especially at home, they could just go crazy. You have like two guys just rack up crazy amounts of numbers. But I don't see that happening. The Bears gotta win. They just lost. I mean, they still may be out, but who knows?
Yeah.
But I got Bears. The Bengals versus the Texans. All right, I mean, I'm always gonna root for my Texans, especially against a team like that. They're gonna definitely get that win.
Yeah, I'm going Texans as well.
The Colts versus the Steelers. Oh man, now
that's gonna be a super important game. I'm surprised they haven't flexed that yet.
Wow.
Who's Sunday night?
Titans and the Packers. The battle of the running backs. My two running backs, bro. It could have ended better than that in my fantasy league.
Look at this. Colts versus Steelers. Rams versus Seahawks. Cowboys versus Eagles.
Wow, there's some good
Titans
games.
Versus Packers. Bills versus Patriots.
That's not really an exciting game, but that's an easy win for the Bills.
Spoil it.
I don't think they're gonna beat the Bills. You know what though? They could spoil that. That could be a good game because Cam trying to save his position in the league,
right?
Needing to win, even though they're eliminated.
I think Cam's gonna ball out.
And then, yeah, maybe, but the Bills already secured their division, so it doesn't even really matter for them. I don't think.
So out of these tough games, man, it's gonna be.
Who you got? Colts versus Steelers.
I'm gonna go Colts.
All right. Man. Damn. I'm going Colts too, man. Yeah. Broncos versus Chargers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers.
All right, Chargers. Yeah, they're better than the Broncos, I think, right now. Eagles versus Cowboys. Oh.
Wow, like I said off rip.
Oh.
I ain't even gotta say it.
Nah, I'm going with the Cowboys. Rams versus Seahawks.
Well,
this is for
disappointed us.
This is for the marbles right here, dog.
Yeah.
This is for the marbles. Whoever wins the division, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. I got Seahawks, bro. I have the Seahawks.
Seahawks as well.
Titans versus Packers. Oh man. Oh shit. This is so important. The Colts and the Titans are tied right now. Yep. If either one and the Titans own the tiebreaker, whichever one of these teams don't win,
may not make the playoffs.
May not even make the playoffs, but you could go from being the division leader to not making the playoffs, possibly.
Yep.
That's rough. Because the Ravens and who else?
And one's a morning game. I mean, one's a 12 o'clock game, and the other's a Sunday night game.
The Sunday night game. So they're going to be watching.
Critical.
That is,
you know what? My fantasy is over. I can go back to
just being a fan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Titans.
You're rooting for the man, dude. Well,
after what the fucking Packers ref did to the Cowboys.
Yeah. Ooh, that's rough. I tell you this much, bro. I have both of these running backs on my championship team. Oof. And I think they're both gonna ball out on Sunday night. I hope that they do the same thing they did for me this week and just go fucking bananas. I think that's gonna be a high scoring game. I think it's gonna be a shootout, and I can see them scoring 40 both scoring 40, man. The Titans offense is a fucking problem, dog. And so is the Packers. So for different reasons too. Yeah. Man. Golly, man. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I just think that they're a better team overall. You know, I think that on the road, the Titans, Tannehill is gonna fuck up, and he's gonna.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's gonna cost them the game, and Aaron Rodgers, they're gonna give him the ball with too much time at the end, and he's gonna do what Aaron Rodgers does. And if it comes to a Hail Mary, so be it. But Aaron Rodgers,
the refs.
Aaron Rodgers and D Hop are the two guys that I trust the most when it comes to.
Well, Aaron Rodgers was on my fantasy team. So
there you go. And then last but not least, we got the Bills and the Patriots, like we said before. So you got the Patriots to spoil?
I got the Patriots to spoil.
You got the Patriots to spoil. I don't see it. I got the Bills. I just don't see it. I don't think they're gonna.
I got a couple upsets. I got what?
Yeah.
3 maybe.
Yeah, you got a few.
Patriots. I got the.
You said Titans.
I said Titans.
You said.
It's not really
the Colts.
Yeah, I said the Colts.
You said. That would be a spoiler. The Steelers have a way better record than them.
It'd be 10-3.
Did you say the Jets also?
Yeah, I did say the Jets.
You said the Jets also. And then that was it, I think, as far as your spoilers. Oh, did you say the Saints?
Oh, I said Lions.
You said the Lions. So you had you had a few.
Yeah, I had 3, 4.
Okay, we'll see what happens, man.
I mean, football. We know how it plays.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
everything is possible
on any given Sunday, bro. On any given Sunday,
just gotta play the game. It doesn't matter what kind of lineup you put up.
Right.
Hey, like we saw Derek Carr get hurt real quick, so.
That's true, dude. That's true. All right, man. Well, shoot, we did the predictions. Now it takes us to our last segment, which is going to be our power rankings. I'm going to bring them up. These are what the power rankings were before last week for us. That shows right there if you don't remember them. And that's what mine was. After this next week, who do you have now? And then here's the. There you go. So last week you said
the Chiefs, the Packers, the Steelers, the Saints, and the Bucks.
Anything changed from that time or no?
Well, the Steelers are possibly out. Who I may add. I don't have the Titans in there. I think I may add the Titans. Seahawks in there either. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Steelers out. I'm gonna put them at number 6, and I'm gonna enter the Seahawks at number 5. And I move the Saints to number 3. No. I'm too high. Hold on.
So who's your top guy? Who's your number 1?
The Chiefs are number 1.
All right. Who's your number 2?
The Packers are number 2.
Okay. Who's your number 3?
The Bucks.
The Bucks. Okay. Who's your number 4?
The Seahawks.
The Seahawks. Okay. And who's your number 5?
The Bills.
The Bills. Okay.
I changed mine up quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, the Steelers losing dropped them.
That's 3. What? 2 in a row? 3.
They dropped them far from me, man, because I wasn't like a huge believer in them anyway.
I got them at 6.
So yeah,
they dropped quite a bit for me. 3 spots.
I'm probably gonna swap the Bills and the Steelers, because last week I said the Chiefs, the Packers, the Saints, the Steelers, the Rams, and I had Bills at number 6. So I'm swapping out the Bills to be their number 4. No, I'm sorry, the number 3. I want to make my Saints, who were number 3 last week, number 4. And then the Rams, I'm gonna drop them and replace them with the Seahawks at number 5. So I have the Chiefs at number 1, the Packers at number 2, the Bills at number 3, the Saints at number 4, and the Seahawks at number 5. I think that those are the teams that I think have the most consistent ability to do something in the playoffs, and I think they're the better overall teams right now. But I will give honorable mention to Titans. I mean, look, here's the thing: they just played the freaking Detroit Lions, so I can't give them too much credit for that. Detroit is in a bad place right now. The Colts just beat my Texans, but they literally got saved by the Texans' botcheries, and so I'm not too impressed by that victory neither. Both played teams that were not doing anything. The Browns, if you know me, you know I've not been on that bandwagon at all. I think they're a loss away from not even being in the playoffs because the Ravens are right there behind them. I think the Ravens are a better team than them, and they showed that already. The Steelers with Connor are a better team than the Browns. I think the Browns probably could beat that team that we saw, the Steelers, yesterday, but I don't think that's the real representation of that team. I think they're better, and I think they're just little brother. I think that both of those teams are going to be able to beat the Browns, and the Browns still have to play the Steelers in Week 17. But they're still way behind. They can't even. They haven't, like, the Steelers are 4-1 in the division,
right?
So they, will still be able to have the division. I think that the Browns are 2-3 or something like that. So there's no way they can win a division. Now you got to look at some of the other teams that are, the Raiders. I think they're out of it at 7-7. That's too far. The Dolphins are in the same situation as the Ravens, but I think they're the two better teams. I think they're better than the Colts and the Titans and the Browns, the Dolphins and the Ravens, but they just have one more loss than them. So they're going to have to hope that one of these teams fall down. But this week for the Colts and the Titans, they both have hard games, man.
Right.
So I could see
matchup of Sunday night.
Yeah, I could see both of them losing next week. If they both lost next week, that would put them to 10-5. And if the Ravens, who have the Jaguars, I think that's going to make them 10-5. And the Dolphins, who they have the Chargers or the Raiders or something. They have a team that they should beat. That's going to make them 10-5. So they're gonna leapfrog. They're gonna leapfrog the Titans and the Colts. But the Titans and the Colts, one of them have to be the leader of the division. So if the Titans keep with the same record as the Colts and they both lose, the Titans will remain the division leader. So they're in the best situation out of the two. If the Colts lose, they're pretty much going to be out of the playoffs, man. They've lost to pretty much all these other teams. So we'll see. But they're playing the Steelers, so they have a chance to do what Cincinnati did and get that victory.
Yeah, they saw how to play them.
Yeah, but now I think that the Steelers are still they still have to win. They still have to win. But if they have already clinched their division, then I don't think they're going to play everybody. But I think they still have to win.
Yeah, they still have to win.
So that's going to be real interesting, man. Going into the NFC, you got a few different setups too. Washington has to beat the Seahawks to remain the leader, because if they don't, and the Cowboys or the Giants or even the Eagles for that matter, win out, they could take it over. They're only down by a game now. So that's going to be real interesting to see. Such a sad sequence of events that they're that far from 500, and somebody's going to get to go to the playoffs anyway. The Rams, man, I said it last week. It's their division to lose, and they just dropped that game. Now they're going to play the Seahawks, and I believe the Seahawks are going to win, and then they're going to be tied with the Cardinals. And the Cardinals, it looks like they have we'll have to look and see who has the better division record.
Mhm.
But if they're tied, that's just not good for them, you know. And I think the way that the Cardinals been playing, they're a better overall football team right now. Um,
Yeah, they're my dark horse for
yeah,
the
they're definitely.
playoffs.
If they make it to the playoffs, even if it's a 7 seed, I could see them like giving anybody in the NFC problems. They're hard out,
Right.
and Kyler Murray can always run for a touchdown.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the thing about him. If he needed to, he could bust that 60 yarder for a touchdown. You know, so it's gonna be good. The Packers, they're playing the Titans. They've already locked up. They've already locked up their division. It's just
Right.
it's smooth sailing for here. So it'll be interesting to see if they play safe this week or next week.
That's very true.
Hey, I tell you, the Saints are not out of the woods right now. They may have clinched the playoffs, but it's not a guarantee that they're going to get the division if they keep losing.
Yeah, and they're
You know?
definitely not getting a bye week. So.
No, they're one down from the Patriots. I mean, from the Buccaneers. But remember, they swept the Buccaneers, so
Right.
they would have to. The Buccaneers would have to be beating them in overall record.
Right.
You know, so that is going to be something to look out for too, because the Saints have they have a pretty good setup, but they're still going to be in a difficult place because they got to still win. You know, you got to keep winning right now.
Anybody who's in the playoffs right now is still in a must win.
Yeah.
Or must win out. So
Yeah. Exactly, man.
That's how tight it is. That's how crazy it is this year. I mean, every situation in football right now is crucial.
Yeah. So, who do you think right now? Like, how do you think? Before this goes down, how do you think the playoffs is going to look? Do you think it's going to look like it looks right now? As far as the playoff picture,
Not necessarily. I mean,
this is what it is so far right now. You know, you got the Chiefs, the Bills, the Steelers, you got the Packers, the Saints, the Seahawks. They're the top three in each division. And in the hunt right now at number 4 is the Titans and Washington. Do you think those top 4 are going to stay there? Like the top 3 division leaders in each one seem pretty locked in at this point, you know? Well, the Seahawks definitely are they're about to play the Rams, so that is the closest one. But all these other guys have multiple victories over all these other teams. Well, at least the Chiefs and the Packers and the Bills and the Steelers. Those 4 could have enough cushion to where these 2 games aren't going to affect them in the same way as everybody else. The Seahawks and even the Saints, to a certain degree, have a little bit harder of a time because very next game is going to be for everything. The Rams versus Seahawks, you know. And then for the Saints, even though they beat the Buccaneers have kept winning other than those games. Right. So they're basically 2 down. But if the Saints were to lose these last 2, that could potentially, you know, put the Bucs in a better situation. So it's not nothing's guaranteed for those teams right there. And then it gets even dicier with these teams, the number 4 through 7. Right now you have the Titans, the Browns, the Colts, and the Dolphins. They will be going to the playoffs in the AFC, and Washington, the Rams, the Bucs, and Arizona will be going to the playoffs in the NFC. Do you think that these teams are going to stay there, or what do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to drop off?
Well, in the NFC, I definitely think the Cardinals and the Seahawks situation can play a huge factor, along with Buccaneers. I think if they win out and the Rams lose again, the Rams can exit. Right? I don't think they've clinched, right?
Well, so the Seahawks are 10-4, and even if they lose to the Rams, they'll be tied again at 10-4, at 10-5. Now if the Rams lose, they'll be tied with the Cardinals at 8-6, but that should only drop them down to either 6 or 7. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, so not that far back.
Yeah, but you remember this, you still have these teams right here. So in theory, if one of these teams, like the Rams, let's say they kept losing or the Buccaneers lost and they've lost the last 2, then maybe the Bears could pop up. I think it's too late for the Vikings. They're at 6-8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think 6-8 is too long.
They can still make the playoffs with 8-8. They can be number 7.
Yeah. They could be number 7 at 8-8 if the Cardinals were to lose. Yeah. But I think the Cardinals have a tiebreaker. I think.
Over
I don't know.
Vikings?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember if they played.
But they also go by strength of schedule and all that kind of stuff too. So
that's true.
We'd have to see.
I mean, it's hard to give my take on the playoffs right now because there's so many scenarios, and each game of the next 2 weeks is going to be super important.
Right.
And to call them right now, I mean, I don't know.
I
don't know, man. It's
keep in mind this football, so anything happens. You know, I'm just saying. How confident do you feel with these teams that are in right now?
Yeah. And it's what, 2 more weeks?
2 more weeks.
Yeah, and Michael Thomas is in with the Saints.
So do you feel like they could stay or hold? Do you think they could drop or hold?
The Saints?
We'll do everybody. All right. Obviously, we'll start with the AFC because I feel like it's a little easier. The Chiefs, do you think they're going to stay, hold?
They're definitely going to stay.
The Bills, stay or hold?
I think they're going to stay as well.
All right.
So I picked the other team for the spoiler.
Okay. Do you think the Steelers are going to stay or fold?
They're going to fold for sure.
Okay.
I don't got them staying in that position.
All right. What about the Titans?
I think they're going to move up.
Okay. What about the Browns?
I got them folding.
You got them folding? All right. What about the Colts?
I think they got to move. I think I got to move one up.
Okay.
Just not a lot though.
Okay.
I think one more spot.
It's a 5. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Dolphins?
I think they stay in right there. I think they're gonna lose. Excuse me. I think they're gonna lose and win the last game just to get that last spot.
Okay. Okay. And what about the Ravens?
Oof. I forgot all about the Ravens. Oof. Go back up. Well, I said the Browns to lose, so I would say
if the Browns and the Ravens are tied, the Ravens own the tiebreaker. So the Browns have to win out. They have to win. They have to win out.
Yeah, well, then that's what I'm saying. With them losing this week, the Ravens would be number 5, or no?
Yeah, no. Steelers are safe. They could drop. They got the division, but they could drop down to you know what? No, if they lose the next 2 and they tie, the Ravens could win the division.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's still not out of the woodworks. They could lose. They could lose the next two rounds. It doesn't seem likely though. I don't think that they're gonna lose to the Browns. I just don't.
Yeah.
And you had the Browns losing this week to the Jets, so. If that happens, the Browns are out. And, you know, some people are going to be in their feelings about that. But it is what it is. All right, man. So we have we worked out that part. What about the NFC? The Packers. They're going to stay or fold?
They're definitely staying.
All right. The Saints, stay or fold?
I think they're going to fold.
All right. The Seahawks, stay or fold?
I'm hoping they fold.
You think they're going to fold? So you think the Rams are going to beat them?
I'm hoping for the Cardinals to take it, actually.
The Cardinals, okay. Okay, so for that to happen, this week, the Seahawks have to lose both games. They have to lose both games. One is going to be to the Rams, and one is going to be whoever they played the last game. I want to say it's Las Vegas, but I don't want to be off. And the Cardinals would have to win out, obviously. So they finish at 10-6. The Rams would have to lose one. in the last game. So they beat Seattle this week and then lose the last game.
Well, you know what? Let me say this. Whatever it takes for the Cowboys to get into the number 7th or 6th spot.
Okay. So the Cowboys would have they would have to win their division. That's the only way.
Yeah.
So that would mean they would be number 4. That would mean they're going to be number 4. So let's see. Washington, they're only one behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a legit shot at the division.
Yeah.
And they have a pretty respectable schedule. Washington, I think they have a harder game than the Cowboys, right? Oh no. The Cowboys are playing the Eagles.
Yeah, we got to easy.
Oh
game.
crap, dude. The Eagles were balling the other day. They played the Cardinals hard.
Yeah, that's the Cardinals though.
All right, well, who did I pick? Did I pick the Eagles or the Cowboys?
You picked the Cowboys.
All
Look
right.
at you already.
I'm
just
just
trying
kidding.
to go back.
I'm just kidding. We're rolling with them, but
Don't be scared.
it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game. All right, so that's it, man. Looks like we got all of our picks out the way. Everything is set up. Now we'll just have to see which ones were right and which one were wrong, man.
Well, I did fairly.
You picked a lot of upsets.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy if your picks go right. Fucking, you'd be like Nostradamus up in this bitch.
Anybody have a bravada?
Right? We gotta hit the
I got 5 on it.
All right, man. Well, shoot. It's another
day in the streets.
Another episode down.
Cozy.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. That's how we do it. And we're out.
Later.